Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna give you a fair warning. This video is going to be longer than social media friendly time. I'm gonna try to keep it around 5 minutes, but I do have a lot to download to you. And I would ask you if you could just maybe be patient and watch it. We are 3 weeks into our social media content we've been putting up, and we are about 6 weeks away from the podcast that we're going to be doing, Lord willing. And if you remember, the podcast is going to be geared towards life hardships, times that in life that you found yourself barely treading water, maybe even went down a time or two. What was it that you clung to that kept you above water? And now, having made it to the other side, and enough time has gone by where you got your clarity and your perspective, what did you learn? What would you share with someone else? There's a need for this space. I don't know why, as human beings, we do this, but we do. For some reason, when we are in the middle of it, we become, or we are prone to becoming isolationist, where we tell ourselves we're the only ones, nobody else feels the way I feel. We don't want anybody to see the chinks in our armor. We don't want to be vulnerable. We try to make, especially as men, try to put on a facade that we got it all figured out. But it's just not true. Somehow, that if someone sees we're struggling, we're less. You're not less. You're human. You're human. And I'm hopeful to, as we start sharing these stories, that it helps remove that stigma that somehow if you're struggling with things that there's something wrong with you. No, what's wrong with you is that you're a human being. You're gonna have problems. We all have problems, and it's what you do with it that matters. The other thing I want to share with you about was the content that we're putting up the last 3 weeks. It is not designed to be self promotional. The brand is still strong. The brand is not Keith Vance. So, although fitness is a big part of who I am, it's not primary, it's secondary. So, when I started taking my fitness seriously 10, 15 years ago, I stumbled across something. And what I stumbled across was whenever I am intentionally under stress, a barbell, going for a run, and my heart rate's up and it's hot, and it becomes uncomfortable, not fun. 10 times out of 10, a voice will pop up, and that voice has its own self interest. That voice always wants to negotiate down. That voice always wants to tell me why what I'm doing is not worth it, how I'm not going to make it, how it's futile. That voice slanders me. That voice belittles me. And the thing is, that voice is right. That voice is right because that voice is me. That voice is not interested in growth. That voice just wants status quo. I have to combat that voice with another voice, a voice that wants to be a better husband, a better father, better papa, better business owner, better neighbor. And you got to dig down deep and find those whys. So the content that we're putting up, the captions, there's thought behind those because those thoughts are my thoughts. And from one human being who's in the struggle and in the fight to another human being, um, my hope is that Still Strong will be supportive of your growth journey. That in your moment of weakness, maybe you find something that resonates that gets you to hang on for another day. That's the intention and the hope behind that. So we have our own voices we got to combat. And then we have external voices. External voices, here's the thing about the external voices. They ain't never going to say it to your face. They're talking, they're running their mouth, but they will never come out and say it to your face. The external voices are in the shadows behind your back, just hoping you relapse, just hoping you fail, just hoping you don't make it, just hoping you mess up. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. The conclusion that I came up with when it comes to those external voices is that they bought the lie of that weak voice in their head. And somehow they became okay with status quo, don't want to grow because it hurts too much, it's too painful, too much work. And that those people that are trying to grow, are trying to be better, just basically puts a mirror up in front of their face and they see their own shortcomings. Um, so again, this community, this Still Strong community, I want to combat the internal voices and the external voices and to promote each other's journey in trying to be better human beings. So I am 6.5 minutes. If you stayed here to the end, appreciate you. And look forward to taking the ride with your journey. Still Strong. Hey, speaking of Still Strong, these are the new fonts for the hats, a little bit bolder. Stillstrong.com. Check it out. Buy a hat, buy a shirt. My goal is however long it takes. I don't, if it takes a year, 20 years, I don't care. However long this takes, my goal is that Still Strong will be synonymous with the story of struggle, but still fighting. If you see someone with a Still Strong hat or a Still Strong shirt, I want it to be known that there's a story behind that. That there's a story behind that. That this person doesn't have it all together, been through it, but hasn't given up yet. Still strong. Appreciate you.